Motherfuckers.
Speaking of motherfuckers, hello and welcome everybody out there. We're skipping over all the shameless self-promoting bullshit that we've been doing. Instead, we're getting right into the action of Kaz telling us what happened last session. Go ahead.
That's a very good question because I absolutely remember. I'm pretty sure it was. We discussed things for a while. We prepared and we tried to decide where we should go in the universe because we're being hunted by Shar. Vindir had a conversation with Janice because apparently upon our arrival back, Janice and Sin and Ray were trying to get in contact with us while we were away, in the beyond, killing gods and stuff as we do. So now that they were back and well rested, they were trying to get in contact with us but couldn't because of the ley line's protections. So Vin Diesel had a conversation about him, talking about something to do with the nail. Who could have forbidden someone from dealing with a nail? But that was essentially it. And then, party kind of deliberated on what the next steps were going to be, where they could go, what they would get the most ideas from, and they decided that turning the lawbearer back away from Shar is probably their best move currently, because it's essentially it would take something away from her and potentially gain something to their side. So it's the most strategic move they could do, while also taking something away from Shar, which is the only thing they can do right now. So in doing so, they got in contact with one of her followers, one of her most loyal followers, which was the Sphinx that was in a magical temple somewhere to do with the Slayer's take. Yeah, that was. Conveniently, the demon or Glacies has a lot of knowledge about that and somehow has the trust of this person. So by gating the Sphinx through to us after they were let out their magical protections, they essentially gave us some clues to what would be we need the undeniable proof to convince a lawbearer, something that couldn't be swayed, that like memories or logical arguments, because none of that would work. We needed something irrefutable. And to do that, best place that we surmised to be able to get something like that was Tundris. What exactly we're going to get, we do not yet know, but a good majority of this team has not actually been to Tundris, and at very least Casimir knows a location in Tundris that might be very helpful for us to get some proper answers as well. So by getting the clues that we need to turn the lawbearer and potentially getting those answers, we might be able to stand a chance. Or at least be able to make some progress with the lawbearer. We will see. The added benefit is believe that Janice controls who enters and who leaves Tundris, so Shar might not be able to get us there. And so, I believe the party was just getting ready to set off to Tundris.
Yes. So, from previous times that you all have spent in Tundris, which hasn't been a tremendous amount for many of you, but has been a good amount regardless. You know that this place is a very strange realm. It is devised completely of snowflakes and ice, each one being a memory of somebody or something transpiring in the universe. It acts as the permanent archive that only celestial beings and those that know the secrets of handling these snowflakes without melting them are capable of reading into and discovering what it is that they are or do. Now, since you are aware of the handling situation, I'm just going to go over the mechanics again for you guys because it's been a while. Touching the snowflakes directly, trying to handle them, if you are not a divine creature, can destroy them. If you try to take them out of Tundris, it fails. They will be destroyed. They will respawn and they will regrow and they will come back, but they will not be able to be taken with you outside of the area, unless, of course, you can unless, of course, you can create a temporal circumstance around it that you can house it inside of. Some type of temporal magic to hold it in. So that's going to be Vindir, since you have, you're technically a god under Janus. Okay?
Alright, so I can touch the snowflakes, but nobody else can without destroying them.
Correct.
And the only way to get them out of Tundras is if we find a vessel of some
Correct.
sort, or create a vessel.
Yeah, which you are capable of doing with Janus. Just as another reminder, Janus is leaving this universe soon, potentially?
So what's going to happen in time?
Yeah, that'll be fun, won't it?
But to find somebody else to do it.
Yep.
What other NPCs do we know?
That do time? There's the man in the wheelchair.
We don't like people in wheelchairs, remember?
You fuckers. We don't like people in wheelchairs.
Would the mirror be considered a temporal vessel that we could use?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, that's where my thoughts were going as well. So like, I think that's the only thing that we kind of have for that.
Yeah.
So good. So we can store it in the mirror. Well, that's going to be an awkward conversation. If you go into this mirror that won't trap you, I swear there's a memory in there that you'll be able to read. That's going to be a fun conversation.
Please, God, please.
I might have to go in the mirror with them or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be convincing, but you guys can do it. So, plane shift. Every single one of you sent me Bane. That is hilarious.
Bane?
No. They all have a bane. Like every or every relic has a drawback to it.
Yeah.
Every one of you who sent me walls of text did so with Bane being its own separate one, so I thought it was the name. My bad.
Everyone wants Bane.
Yeah, I was like, everyone wants Bane. Got it.
Bane can do a lot of weird stuff. Why is this one just xenophobia?
Yeah, Bane, you want xenophobia? Okay.
This is a relic that I want.
Huh.
Yeah, I
what
saw that one.
Perk
I'm like,
do you want? Racism.
Yeah, I saw that one. I'm like, that's not gonna work for Vindir.
Can I roleplay as a white guy? Oh, god damn it, fighters. Anyways. We have fun here, guys. So, plane shift?
Yes.
Don't we need to leave the ley lines technically first, then plane shift, or do we need to go to that? Oh, we need to go to the gates, right?
You need to be at the gates, but you don't need to leave the ley lines to plane shift.
Okay.
Yeah. They stop divine entities from entering inside. But you currently have a pass, Vindir.
Yeah.
They gave you the he's cool pass.
Yeah. If I did the plane shift, would my presence be known even though we're going to Tundras? Like, would my signal leave Tundras?
Oh, it would lead to where you were going, yes.
Okay. Well, then somebody else needs to do that then.
Can we ask someone at the Waylands to plane shift us? They're all wizards.
You guys are so spoiled.
I'll
There's
do it.
200 gold. Can you teleport us to this place?
200? You really think my expertise are worth that little?
I thought money had no monetary value here.
Well, you're the one trying to bribe.
You would do it if Owen
Here's
was
10 gold of ink.
here.
Roll persuasion. They take it from you and play. Where are you guys going again?
Hundreds. The
Yeah,
prison
okay.
world.
Yeah. I'm aware of it. All right, cool. Not a problem. I guess you guys are going to Tundras.
So cast a spell. I give you your ring.
They take the ink. They open up a book, start looking inside.
You can't even cast it, can you? I bet you're not even that good of a wizard.
I can goodbye. And they cast plane shift on you all. But they rolled a 66. So, as you guys are teleporting away, you hear them say, "Have fun at Tundra."
Okay.
Plane shift doesn't have a demon on it.
As you are shifting away, you appear in the one place that they are aware of within Tundras itself, which is the Pale
boy.
Archive. Huh?
Put the map up. Put the map up. Put the map up.
I'm bringing you. Damn.
Let me see my boy. I need to...
Snag. Yeah, they bring you out immediately in the conclusion plains. Looking around you, surrounded by snow, packs upon ice all around, you can see the winding snake just on the outskirts of your vision.
I've missed him. Oh, for some context for the ones that haven't been here just yet, he's sleeping. I've called dibs to wake him up. Also, don't wake him up because it will destroy the universe. So just a heads up. Be careful of his tongue. It's quite long. Ellen, I'm specifically looking at you when I say don't wake him up.
Okay.
I mean it.
All right.
There is multiple ways to destroy the universe in this world, so we should be very, very careful.
What does that do?
Can I push the pretty button?
Technically, yes. If you find a device that is counting down, if it is close to 0, we should press the button.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
I'm going to assume that guy's still alive as well.
Well, the universe hasn't restarted yet.
Ended in the last 20 minutes, yeah. So
Yeah. So, looking around where you are near the conclusion plains. Now, you guys have to logic your way. Where would something that can achieve your goal in this mission be? Firstly, what do you think would prove your innocence in the eyes of Arathis, given the details you were granted last week? Do you need a refresher on what it is that Shar manipulated Arathis into believing?
yes, please.
Okay. Shar manipulated Arathis into believing that you all are the actual cause of Exium's release and the cause of the downfall of the entire pantheon and destruction of the known universe. She tied it in to the fact that all of you doing what you want unabated without anyone trying to stop you is what eventually brings the prophecy to fruition that gets Liara to end the universe. And that Shar is actually not to blame for this at all.
Of course she isn't.
Yeah. So, the Heroic Plateau, if I remember right, is essentially where all the heroes end up. All their stories are kept there, including ours, but you can never find your own. So I don't know how much help that would be outside of finding people that died for Shah's cause.
Yeah. Isn't the Pinnacles like just not heroes? People who did not become heroes, but their stories. Is that correct, Joey?
No. That is not correct. The Pinnacles are the stories that lead to the heroes themselves. It's not just the irrelevant individuals. The irrelevant individuals are the Sands of Dreams and the Conclusion Planes. The Pinnacles is where you diverge either to the Conclusion Planes or diverge into the Heroic Plateaus.
Yeah, because if I remember right, this place operates kind of like Sands of Time, going from like left to right. So like the Starting Flats is people's like origin stories. That is an endless sea of like sand, I think it was, and like each grain of sand was essentially each person. The Pinnacles with the great stories, the higher the greater the story or greater the cause or whatever it was, greater feat was the Pinnacles, and then ones that truly became heroes are Heroic Plateau, and the ones that failed were the Conclusion Planes. Sands of Time was everything else.
Yes. And remember, it's not sands here, it's all tundra. Ice, snow.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this sounds like it's all good guy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any bad guy stuff here?
Yes.
The Crystal Tombs.
Where the information that should not be available to anybody investigating it is sealed away. And Jonas is the sole individual who watches over and safeguards that with his chosen champions and guardians. You all snuck into it one time. Remember, you got the broomstone?
Yeah,
it's been like a year or longer.
This is where we got the tear from.
Mm-hmm.
This is also where we learned about the first killer, essentially, and everything that happened at Esse's beginning, when she allowed some people to fly, but others didn't, and there was an uprising or something like that. It was to do with like gnomes. There was a very evil gnome. It's also where we got the horn from. There's a lot locked in the Crystal Tombs, as well as artifacts of great strength, and that are essentially forbidden from everyone else. There is also a spot where each person can speak one answer, one question, and they will gain a truthful answer from, I think it was the universe itself. So I think most of the group in here actually hasn't done that, and it's something that they do want to go, so we can get some answers. Casimir can't, he's already did his. I don't think any of the four of you have.
So where are we going? Are we going to the Heroic Plateau or the tombs?
Since we need evil people stuff, I would say tombs.
So you're hoping to find the information you want based off of evil people stuff.
I think we should probably split then and send some people to the Heroic Plateau and the others to the tombs, simply based on the fact that we're short for time. And it's a bad plan to put everything on one thing.
So split the party?
I'm never a fan of splitting, but eventually we would all
always
need to be at the
party.
tombs, but sure.
What were we saying,
Always split the party. It's always the best.
Yeah, of course, obviously. All right, so
Alright.
who? Iblis, you suggested some of you go to the Heroic Plateaus and others go to the tombs. Was that
Yeah.
your suggestion? Okay.
I mean,
And then you all meet up back at the tombs, or where are we all deciding to meet up?
just send a sending and we leave. One group brings Elwyn, the other brings Vindir.
Perfect. Is that satisfactory?
Mhm.
Then we're going to do it this way. Vindir, Elowin, roll me a d20.
Where's the... Wait.
All right, you're not supposed to tie each other. Roll again.
There you go.
Yeah. Elowin, don't you do it. Oh, you rolled an 11. Okay, sorry, I didn't. Okay, so we're doing this high school style. We get to see who everybody's favorite is. Vindir, pick who's going with you first.
Casimir.
All right, Elowin, now you pick who's going with you. All right, and that means Iblis, you were the last pick. You get to decide, Vindir, are you taking Iblis or passing them on?
I'm gonna just give a look at Kaz, like, should we?
Shake his head. He just does it immediately like, don't you do this to me.
Elwyn, you take Iblis with you.
Do
See,
I
if
have
this was
to?
the Hells, you would have been picked first.
Oh, Iblis.
That's so mean.
Nah, you can take him. Her.
I'm not the one that decides, as Elowin.
Yeah, no.
Vindir already picked, he passed, so it's on you, like, we'll go to the tombs, let's go, bye. Vindir, let's go.
All right, so Elowin, which one are you going to? Heroic or Tomes?
Holmes.
All right, Vindir, you're taking on Heroic then?
I guess so.
All
I just
right.
said tombs.
Oh, I'm
Um,
sorry. I thought you said Toodles. I apologize.
It's fine.
Well, I will stop Elo and be like, if Jonas is protecting the tombs, then maybe I should be going to the tombs, so that way he can grant us access.
Guess we're doing all right then.
All right, so swap. Alrighty, then I need from each side one person to roll me a survival check. Iblis, you can choose which group to follow.
Survival. 20.
And do you want to do the survival?
Iblis is gonna go to the falling actions by herself.
I'll do it. Dirty 20.
Iblis is going to the falling actions. Oh. Okay, then.
I don't know what that is.
Damn. Iblis rolled the same as Wait, 41. Oh, yeah, strength. Natural fucking 20. Yeah, the falling actions, you guys never went there.
Yeah, I felt like that might make a lot of sense for some certain things, especially Liara being dead.
If any of you were a bard, you'd know so much more about this place. Alrighty, so we'll start with first Vindir, trying to find your way over to the Crystal Tombs. You have to pass by the pinnacles themselves, where you notice that quite a lot of them have fallen recently. Quite a lot of them have just collapsed into that sea of water that each of the glaciers were growing out of and expanding from. Are you starting to remember this place now?
My character hasn't been here.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
Owen that was
asking your
here.
character, though. Like,
Yeah, a
you.
little bit. Yeah.
Cool. As you are passing by, you find yourself heading along a long, windy path where there are multiple different huts out here. Huts of individuals huddled in them, trying to stay protected and safe. And you notice some of them are eyeing you with suspicion as you pass by. All of them are furried as well. All of them have fur.
Okay. Casimir, where are they looking at?
Wait,
Are they looking at you or looking at me?
are these Yetis? Did they look
They-
humanoid? Or did
they
they look
do.
like animals?
They do appear to be Yeti,
Oh shit.
living in huts, watching you all. Watching you two.
We should be careful. I may have betrayed someone in this world before, but like we sent them away from this world, but they might have come back. But I might have betrayed someone before, so we should be very careful, especially giant yetis.
Joey, do they all look the same?
Oh no, they look... Actually... Do you speak any of the abominable languages?
No. Unless Celestial's not is primordial.
Yeah, that's not... I was looking for, like, aberrations and stuff like that. That's
No,
abominable.
no.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, then... I mean... You
Like
don't
when
want
you
to think it, but they look similar.
Like when you look at labs, you're like, yeah, that's a fucking lab. That's a golden retriever. It's a dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's similar in that manner.
Okay. Does your old friend enemy, do you see him around in one of these huts?
If I look around, do any of them appear similar to like the Yeti? And I suppose that specific one is not here.
Insight check, you do not have advantage on this.
What one?
God damn it, Glacy, stop ruining my surprise. From this distance, relying on your collective perceptions of notice, you notice a slight refraction of light off of them. And none of them have moved, but their eyes are designed in a way that they're watching. These are just snowmen, made to look like Yetis. A great defense, in all honesty, because this many Yetis, there's very few people that want to go up against and fight them. If you remember when he was here, he was building Yeti ice sculptures and
Yeah.
Yeah. all over the place. But
Okay,
none of
but-
them
but-
are real. But that doesn't mean a real one's not out there.
Right, we're really clear. These aren't living. They're just made of snow. They're just looking at us. It's just creepy.
That's one hell of
We
an
don't have to
artist
worry.
right there.
They did have some. They had a lot of brains.
Now, traveling to where you're going. They had a lot of brains. Traveling to the Crystal Tombs. This is going to take you about 6 hours to get there. It's not an exceptionally large plane, but it is definitely not small. And in fact, it actually feels smaller than it used to last time you were here, Kaz. Now, looking at the other groups, Iblis, you seem to be following Elowin and until they start deviating away towards the right, and you keep walking sure-footed and true, looking towards the edge of that long snake that envelops this entire world, that entity whose eyes are shut. You're a huntress, Iblis. Would you like to roll a history or nature check on this creature?
Sure. This is also my favorite terrain. I don't know if that makes me faster, but
Oh, yeah, you're going to be a lot faster.
$21.
Close. There is a story about a eldritch creature that came in from the beyond, the first serpent, that was attempting to consume everything. Attempting. But somebody in the past put it to sleep? And so long as it doesn't awaken, it won't try to eat everything. It's one of those ancient stories and lore books, or lore bits about the universe that most people think is like, just a thing to scare children. Oh, there's a snake that encompasses the world. That has some truth behind it, but it's never awakened before, so why should it now?
Okay. She'll look at it. It's probably Shar. It's like excellent. Just keeps moving.
Just walking straight towards it. All right. Now for the other two. As you are going over towards the heroic plateaus, you begin to see all of the large, standing, mountainous rifts that just shoot up straight into the air and peter off, each one having history of every epic hero that has ever existed. Every single person who has altered reality, who has saved the universe, saved the world, or saved the village or town. It is the plane of heroes, the remembrance of each of them. As you were passing through, are either of you chaotic in alignment?
Yeah.
Are you chaotic? That is a bold-faced lie, Glacies.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Then, you do not have to give me a save. But, Elowin, you do have to give me a charisma save.
I'm neutral. Good neutral, good.
Elowin, you have to find yourself. You have to know if you are here.
I think I pretty much have played the character of neutral good for the most part. He just cares about doing the good.
Yeah.
I try to find myself with survival.
Okay. You wander around for a great bit of time, but you don't come across anything. If you remember what Casimir said, however, do you remember what Casimir said?
I did not.
You notice Elowin is wandering around and looking for something in particular, but you're not having any luck finding out what that is.
I'll go up to Elwin. Like, what's up, Matt? What's up, Elwin?
I don't know. I'm trying. I feel lost.
Well, what are you lost with? What are you looking for?
Myself?
That's a loaded answer. Could it be something in the air, maybe?
Maybe.
Can I do a survival check?
I
You
did.
may.
Oh, sorry.
34. You find Elowin's plateau pretty fucking easy. It is a lot. There's like only 12-ish plateaus as big as hers.
Here you are, Elwin. I think this is where you need to be.
Elowin,
Okay.
you look forward and you don't see it.
Okay. Like there's nothing, or
There's nothing. There's no plateau there. You're looking at emptiness.
I'll try to go where he's pointing, but
To you, you are walking directly into the area. To you are walking around it.
You're not going there. Car. There. Going around it.
so yeah, I'm going straight, and it's not there.
Look, let me do this. You mind if I pick you up?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll pick him up and I'll put him straight on where he needs to be.
All right, so you climb up there and place him up, but to you, Elowin, you just see up there hovering in the sky on something. You're not there. There's nothing here. You are positive there's nothing here, and he's fucking flying. He's using magic.
Now you know something's up.
I'll try
You
to
may-
do a survival check.
You can roll me a history check.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I'll
Elowin.
try. I'll reroll that.
Please.
Oh my god!
Why?
The dice tell a story too.
They do.
I'll try again with the inspiration gave me a while back.
Okay.
There we go.
Better.
7.
There we. Kaz, would you like to remind them what the fuck they didn't hear when you said it?
Blah 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 blah. But with that 27, the heroic plains is there, isn't it? The heroic plateau they're at. It's essentially you'll never be able to find your own story. That this plateau is full of people that eventually became heroes. And it's all of their tales. And I believe the taller is the greater the hero. But yeah, you'll never be able to find your own.
And it also doesn't show up here until after you die, but both of you have died multiple times at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's normal
you-
for me to not see it.
it is literally
Mine's
what
more
Kaz
birth.
told you you would not be able to find your own.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was more of an unbirth, not death.
No, you died once.
Yeah, it was unbirth. I reversed an age.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, I think with that revelation on your side, we're going to come back to half the party at the Crystal Tomes, one person at the Fallen Actions, and the two of you remembering what you're here for at the Heroic Plateaus. We'll be right back. back, everybody. So, starting things off, we're going to go ahead and go over to... Oh, no, we're not doing that one first. We're going to go over to the first group. You got held up a little bit by the disguise of all of these abominable snowmen around you. All of them are standing, staring, watching, taking on the forms of yetis as you can look at them. And there's another very clear distinction. All of them are missing their left hand.
Do you take that yeti's hand, Kaz?
That's a complicated question. He had some nice claws on the hand, and while I was, shaking hands with him because he was an ally that led us to the exit, I shook really hard and held on to only the blade parts of his hands, and then kind of pushed him as he got teleported away, so that I kept the blade parts of his hand, and the rest of them went in the portal. So, not really. I took a weapon, not his hand, but I mean, like, you know how it is.
Which weapon is it?
One that Bulkhead has been trying to fix for, I swear, about 2 years for me now. It is... Let me remember what it's actually called.
Claws.
Fought Thief Claw. I've not used it in a while, but I have to say that if I didn't have that item, we would have all died a long time ago.
Is that your it steals your intelligence?
Yes.
Okay.
That I've been wanting back for so long, ever since I lost my arm to it. It's a little bit cursed. I sort of fed it. It sort of fed on a godlike entity that couldn't die, that was under the bad guys' forces, that was trapped in right at the center of the ley lines when we were trying to stop a plot for, the universe ending. That's how we actually lost Owen, because he had the ability to, kind of similar to for absolute destruction. Anybody he killed, they were gone, tore apart with souls and everything. So it was only through that item, through draining his intelligence until he was nothing but a babbling fool, that we managed to survive. A lot of us would have died then.
And you left him there.
Okay. So he's probably not very happy that you stole his hand.
Well, we sent him to Exandria, and he wasn't here last time I was here. He might have found a way back, but I doubt it. But it's a possibility. So
Interesting.
realistically, he shouldn't be here.
Well, you said he was all brains, so he could be. You should be very careful.
Well, at the time, he was. One of the side effects of Buckfist was, while you drain someone's intelligence, you gain a portion of it. But the smarter you become, the more the creature inside of it consumes and learns. And Well, it sort of ate my arm and then transformed into a creature that tried to kill us, but it was bad timing, but also very convenient timing that it happened. So, it's a thing from the beyond as well. So, when it transformed and when I lost Toffee's Claw, when it turned into the creature, I lost the strange state that I was in that made things see clearly, made numbers make sense. So I assume so did he.
Interesting. Well, let's hope for the best then.
So, as the two of you are wandering towards the crystal tombs, eventually you find your way up to these large chasms all around you. The exterior of them seems to have some type of faint magical glow and essence of a strange origin. Something about them is almost reminiscent to the protective magics that you've been experiencing in the ley lines and other locations as of recent, but something about this seems older and stronger than those protections. Do you need a reminder of what this is, Kaz?
Absolutely.
Cool. So, what you are looking at here is all of that ancient rock that they utilize in order to sow magic to stop the creature that protects this location from exiting. It is captured here so long as these rocks remain in their locations. All of these are rocks from the beyond.
Yeah. I remember that part. I just couldn't remember if there was anything else to it.
Oh, no, just these are the limits of where it can travel, but it is completely free inside.
Vindil, this is the edge of the tombs. There's a guardian, a creature that we won't be able to properly kill because it's more or less functionally immortal or frozen in time or something. It's a creature from the beyond as well, but it is contained within that barrier. So before at the time we could only deal with it in short bursts. We were a lot weaker than that, so we had to carefully measure how far we could go in. I think we could handle it now, hopefully, presumably, but just be aware that if we ever do need to retreat, this is where you'll need to go. Be careful of those stones there. If we break them, it'll weaken the barrier, which we don't want to do.
Okay.
This creature, if I remember right, it phases in and out of existence, so it's quick. So just be wary as we go.
You may go ahead and roll me a perception check, Vindir.
All right. My minimum is 36.
I am aware of what your minimum is.
42.
Have some guidance.
Listen, does he really need the fucking... No, I'm joking.
46.
Yes. I remember some of the DCs on the tombs. We got very lucky with the safe zones. I think that was a DC 45.
Okay. So, looking at it, Vindir, there is definitely an ominous energy from within. And you start to notice, phasing through some of the rocks and terrain and territory in there, there's this faceless, gray matter-looking creature. The only thing that you can identify on it is the resemblance of a head, almost like a mockery of a humanoid in order to blend in, but by something that doesn't understand what a humanoid is. As it bends and moves through reality, it eventually spots the two of you on the outskirts and retreats into one of the stones, looking as if it is readying itself for ambush.
We have friends here.
Just one or multiple? I'm hoping that there's only one.
I believe it's just one, but it seems like he might be trying to ambush us. So maybe there's more?
I think there was only one at the time. At very least there's one at each tower, perhaps. But they do this. I think we can handle it. But just be aware of where the lines are if we need to retreat. So, I'm ready if you want.
We'll just keep going. We'll
All
see
right.
what he does. I'll keep an eye on him, but not
You
sure.
might have some sway over him. I don't know how much Janice had, but you might be able to like
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
to it.
Okay. Yeah, actually I will. I'm just gonna look not in its direction and just say, I can see you. I know you're there.
Okay. You see the creature's head begin to stick out from the rocks it was hiding behind, looking directly at you. Kaz, now you can see it as well as it does so.
Yeah, that looks familiar. I'm going to assume it does look familiar.
Oh, it's 100% the same creature.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. If you said that you have authorization or permission, it might work. I'm not entirely sure. You're a
I-
god, though, so
Yeah. I am a friend of Jonas's.
It will hiss at you in reply.
Like a scared or a I'm pissed off because you're friends with him hiss.
It's hard to interpret this creature. It doesn't seem to use the same habits as any creature you've encountered thus far. The closest that you've seen has been Torog.
He's currently creating a new world. Would you like to go? Start fresh? Start new?
Is that a deception or persuasion?
Persuasion.
Sure. Go ahead.
34.
34 is not bad. Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So. It tilts its head at you and begins to try to convey these messages. I need you to go ahead and give me a charisma check.
Well, yeah, it's only saves, I think.
Kaz, you cannot get any actual thoughts from this creature, only symbols that don't mean anything to you unless you speak one of the Eldritch languages.
Hungro.
Ooh, that is close. I can allow you to roll an insight because of that. We do, in fact, love 22. you only didn't have guidance. So.
I just have it all automatically toggled on for ease.
Yeah, but let's be honest, how often do you say, oh no, I guidance I did, but just having it there? You could be honest about it.
I just have them more or less toggled on always. How much does Kaz actually do it? Probably a good bit. It's like one of the few little magics he knows.
Okay. So. You can tell that this entity, this creature, it doesn't think like any of you. It doesn't react like any of you. It doesn't have the same needs or impulses. But the symbols it is trying to express to you with, that's the concern right now. It is trying to show you a question of devastation, of consuming. To you, Vindir, as it tries to project these images into your mind, you come across one instance as this entity has 4 people skewered onto each of its fingers and creates a mockery of a mouth to mimic you all in order to eat them, to watch the reaction of everyone else as it is performing this. Not for any sense of nourishment, not for any need for destruction, just to watch and observe. You're not sure why it's showing you this particular image.
I don't really understand your kind. Could you tell me that in a more mortal realm sense?
It'll repeat the image to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's it seems to want to convey that that memory is of importance to it somehow.
What do you think he's trying to say, Kaz?
It's... I don't actually know. I don't know whether it likes killing. It's not a good creature. It's not something you should try and suggest to go into the new place. It's... Keep in mind what this is. It is from the beyond. Things of that nature is not something that you want going into the new place. They are unnatural, and they don't abide by the rules, even if it's the one set. They barely abide by the rules of this universe, never mind a new one that's fragilely being made.
A new universe is unnatural.
Yes, there's also one being pieced together by gods that aren't exactly of creation. And given how creatures of the beyond react in this one, made by, let's face it, a much stronger god, the other one's much more fragile in comparison. Think of the havoc they could wreak, though. It's not something you want now.
You want to kill
it.
Yeah, you want to kill things, go out there and kill all those yetis in the huts.
It can't leave this battle.
Well, I command you to not let anybody else in until I tell you otherwise.
It releases this vibrating, hissing noise at you when you do that. Kaz, that didn't technically sound like a threat.
By its like posture and like how it's holding itself, does it feel like it's submitted to that command, like it had an effect, or like it's enraged it or something? Like, does it feel like it's lessened its stance from "I'm coming to kill you" to "Okay, I need to hold back a little bit"?
It altered its stance, but you don't know what it is trying to convey with that because of the way that it moves. You're still looking at this thing like something you comprehend, like a predator. This is not something you can comprehend so easily. This is a force, an entity.
I'm gonna cast Taumaturgy on myself to make my voice booming. I'm going to pull out a Divine Spark and say, "Heed my commands."
You may roll an intimidation roll if you would like.
I'm very good at these. A 10.
It makes a similar vibrating, hissing noise at you.
Tell it to leave.
I'm gonna show it Jonas's mark that I have on my arm.
Okay. It doesn't really have eyes to look with, but it's still watching.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it could sense the mark.
It may, it just doesn't have eyes. It doesn't have a mouth. It created one on itself in order to mimic what it sees people do.
Let's just walk. If it tries to do something, we'll handle it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what we're gonna do.
So, you step beyond the boundary, and instinctually the creature lurks momentarily, taking a simple stride towards you before the gray nature of it shifts back into the rock behind it.
It may be naturally repellent of you, or what you said had an effect.
Honestly, I don't want to know either way. Let's find what we came for.
Let's head to the tombs.
Alrighty. Beginning to walk through. You periodically see the entity as it is watching you. It keeps popping its head out to observe your movements and take it in. After it observes you for about 20 minutes in your travels, at this point, you can go ahead and roll me an insight check, Vindir.
$38.
The way it strides is just like Casimir. The way it postures and adjusts itself is like how you do in your armor. The way it rotates its head around is like you do. The creature is mimicking the two of you. Not mocking, just mimicking.
Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
It's learning.
Quick, kill it. But It does not directly engage with either of you as you are traveling through. You make it all the way up into the rising cliffs, where you see these stretches of long bridges connecting between tomb and tomb. As you are walking up to the top of it, you get the sense of a presence move in upon the two of you, as you see Jonas appear. Vendir, this Jonas is not actually Jonas. This is one of his echoes. Ah, you've returned. Tell me, is this the time that you bring with you the offerings, or is this the time where you decide that you are here to steal everything and I must stop you or die?
We don't bring offerings.
But we don't plan on
Well, no-
stealing everything either.
Not everything.
So you're one of those other times. Yes, of course. So, what can I do? Or should I not do?
How up to date is this echo of yourself?
That is a curious question. More so than you are.
Do you know who I am outside of just general knowledge?
I know whom you might be, who you are, and who you were. But based off of your egotistical speaking to the Guardian here, I believe yourself to be mildly important.
It wasn't ego, it was our mutual respect we have for each other.
Now. Do not ever attempt to stroke my ego. I am perfectly content where I am.
You are creating a new universe.
Oh. Curious.
So we're on-
Curious.
We are on that timeline.
Oh. That is about the third worst one.
I did
Least-
say that I didn't want it to happen. But no, the demon wants what the demon wants.
Oh. Well, if it wasn't happening, then we will be on the second or the first worst timelines. That's the one where there
I'm
is
not
no
going to
line.
remember you saying that. I'm not giving them that satisfaction.
Yes, you are following the demon. Wait, is that the who is above all else? Or is
No,
that you
he-
being insulting?
You're being insulting.
The
Vindia?
devil.
Ah, him being insulting. Good, then there's not an even worse timeline. We do not want that, Did you
We
know
are
he
looking-
killed me?
Who?
That, He killed me. Horrible.
Well, we are trying to keep him from corruption.
Try as you may. But yes. Are you in need of something, or shall I allow you to frolic around where none shall frolic?
We need evidence to show the lawbringer that Shar is manipulating them.
Ah. I don't see.
That's terrifying, coming from out of your mouth.
No. It's not that I don't see because I can't. I don't see.
Well, the last time you told me you could not see into the future, things have not been going very well for most mortals.
Yes. Dreadful thing, having my sight removed temporarily. Well, dreadful for all of you, who's actually quite refreshing, I believe, to be that sane for once. Or at least perceivably so. So, you are here in order to find the proof. Hmm? Is that
Yes.
it?
And take it with us.
And perhaps to get some answers. We're looking for anything as well that might give us an edge in our battle against Shar, because she has slaughtered plenty of gods despite all of our trying. And she is grown considerably powerful to a point where I don't actually know if killing her is going to be possible.
Killing Shah. No. She is not killable. Not in the normal sense, that is. Not in the sense of permanence. Killing is a dreadfully bad idea to pursue.
Didn't you say that about Torog as well?
Well, I said Torog can't be killed, which I was wrong about.
That's a
Strange that
point.
you can be wrong. I guess you just didn't see that either. I know these
Perhaps.
tombs hold many things. Things that shouldn't be released and things that can conveniently leave when they need to. Is there anywhere you would suggest us looking, or absolutely not looking under any circumstances?
Well, if I wasn't me, I would be you or someone else. And if I was them, I'd be curious as to what I could find. But what you are looking for is something that can't be found, correct? Something sealed away? Something out of reach by all other minds. I would encourage you to not go looking around everywhere specifically, but specifically within the Lunar Archives.
Sure to be careful of those. Which way are they again, so I don't go that way?
It's the one with the giant symbol of a fucking moon on it. I believe in your eyes.
Oh,
And he
I
pats
figured
you on the shoulder.
thought that would be cheese. It's a joke, Jonas.
Am I patient with you in this iteration that you are in?
50-50.
Yeah, you haven't been mad at me,
Are you sure?
as far as I know.
First time for anything. Anyways, I have to go check on, well, someplace else.
We'll be
Oh.
careful in your absence.
I know you will. So, as he floats away, you go over towards the Lunar Archives. Once you approach, there are 3 distinct buildings. One of the full moon, one of the crescent moon, and one of the eclipsed moon. As you approach over towards it, in order to open up the door, you need to succeed on an Arcana check DC 25.
I'll make that. I suppose because Vindia, I don't think that's one of your good ones, or is it?
There is a possibility. I'm going to give myself guidance, and I'm going to use my scribe inspiration. So here we go. 19.
19. That is not going to succeed. Kaz?
Yeah, I was checking just in case there was any consequences.
No.
I was waiting. I'll try it. Do I have your assistance in this?
No, he made his own check.
Yeah, and I'm not proficient in it either.
And then I'll add a d12. That's a 22.
You fucking ass.
We love 22.
We love 22. So, as you are feeling the magics upon this door, you notice the reflective nature of it, refracting and pushing back further away. You manage to rotate the lunar sequence on it to be able to unlock this to the last time that the last time the moon was eclipsed. Changing all three of them in tandem unlocks the chambers for you. However, you only have until the next lunar cycle on any plane for them to be open, which will be in about 2 hours. So the two of you pick which of the 3 moon phase rooms you are moving into. You have the full moon, the crescent moon, and the eclipsed moon. Which one do you think houses the information?
I want to lead towards eclipse.
I was thinking the one that would go darkest, but we should split for this. So you do eclipse, I'll do crescent.
If we're gonna split, I would do. You said full moon, right, Joey?
A full moon, crescent moon, eclipse.
And then the eclipse, yeah. I would maybe say the full moon.
I don't mind going for the full moon. The reason I was thinking crescent is because they're sisters, and the Moonweaver and Shar, light and darkness. Crescent moon being like half and half.
Yeah. That might not be a
That's
bad
what I
idea.
was kind of thinking.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense too. Okay.
Because I think darkest is the better one, which is yours, the full eclipse. And then the half. Because the full moon is when the moon's at its brightest, so that's what I'm going by anyway in my mind. Yours is when the moon's darkest. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go for those two.
Okay, so full moon first. You go inside. Go ahead and roll me an investigation roll.
Either eclipse or crescent.
Oh, geez. Okay. Crescent first, investigation.
That would be me. I'll use game advantage. Uh, 41.
On the crescent moon. Inside of this chamber, you begin to see many different secrets held within by the lunar gods, those that have control over the tides, over the moon, over darkness, and protection, most importantly. You begin to see different outlines of them, different gods that have influence over the moons. Allow me to show you which ones that is. Alu Regine, Moonweaver, Shar, and Frigid. These are the primary gods within the universe that have had influence over the moon directly. They are the ones that have ensured its cycles continue or altered or phased them as it required or saw fit. Now, as you are taking in all of that, Kaz, you also begin to see small little instances of them abusing their powers. Them using what they can do and what they hold over top of and strangle mortals with it. You see Alu Regine at one point in time realizing that a community of individuals, a community of mortals, were going to start slaving people, capturing them and utilizing them for labor and for their own profits, gains, and sadistic, twisted ways. And as she realized it, she decided to halt the moon, which caused a tsunami that completely engulfed that entire civilization and buried them underwater. You see an instance of Shar utilizing the guise of night in order to have her followers, her worshippers, stalking and skulking through the darkness to murder people and sacrifice them in her name. Then you notice Frigid utilizing the moon to snuff out the sun, sending an entire area into a cold, stagnant, unrelenting territory. Each of these instances were met with retribution from the other gods. But that does not mean they were handled proportionately for the devastation they caused. Each of these three gods that you have discovered here have done horrendous, horrible things. And then you discover something about Shar. You find crystals that grow from the ceiling, floor, and walls in long spears, each one holding something that should not be loose in the universe. A crown that makes its wearer remember the birth of every tyrant. A cracked mirror showing the day a god first lied. A child's toy that hums with the voice of a dead emperor. A sealed black flame that bends away as you mutter the words of these gods. And then you see Shar within the moon itself, strangled, buried, crushed underneath it, shackle and chains erupting from her. You see her dwindling magic and power, her ability to connect to fate, to mortal kind, or anything else becoming almost negligible. But over the course of 2,000 years, she would utter words, an ability that any free god could willingly do, easily do, in order to call upon a prophecy. She calls into reality something through sheer force of will and hatred. Her prophecy, connecting a single created being, one that was made not by the blessing of the gods or through the womb of a woman, but a creature that gained its ability of consciousness, the ability to have a soul through construct and nature. When that day would happen, there would be a crack upon the moon, a sliver of hope, a divine call. But you see, as she was calling out, begging for this, she was not just creating a prophecy, no. She was calling to Exium. She was promising it. If he could just give her that smallest, little, tiny bit, that she would do whatever it took to ensure the destruction and devastation of all mortals, to ensure that every god that imprisoned her would pay. She acted as she was told to, as she was instructed to. She became her domains. The murderer, the quiet, the envious, the deceiver. This is what she was made to be, and yet she was being persecuted. And that level of hatred inside of her allowed her to make a deal, calling upon the energies of Exium in order to create this ancient prophecy that directly correlates to her release only being possible when somebody like Liara was created. Let me know when you're good for me to move on.
Yep.
Alrighty. Now, what were you looking at there, Vindir?
The eclipse side.
Okay. In the eclipse side of things, you may go ahead and roll me an investigation as well.
Hot damn, I got 24.
Damn, that's pretty good for you.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Actually, let me see. Let me see how good that was. It was a 19, so yeah.
We'll take that. So, you see the falling out between the two siblings. Shar approached by the Tier 1 gods, listening to their commands over her. Her being given the opportunity to maintain her status as a god, a primary god of the new material realm after Unity was put into its endless cycle to feed and entrap Exium. They instructed her that she must be the other side of the coin to her sister. She was told she has to be that which darkness is bad, makes bad. The deceiver, the liar, the manipulator, the one who shrouds herself, the one who commands assassins, the one who takes and takes and takes. You see within this, Shar accepts her responsibility, but for the first few lunar cycles, when all of the gods of the material realm were still on the material plane, erecting these magnificent, beautiful castles and having these gorgeous shrines and mortals flooding the plane in order to worship them, Shar was being left behind, eclipsed by her sister. You see her sister's shrines, beautiful, hidden, built into the terrain and territory, worshipped for the blessings that she gave them, where Shar's was only given any reverence by anybody because of their fear, because they wanted to beg her to do nothing. A conundrum that she didn't understand. Why was she chosen to be bad, to be evil incarnate? Why was she the one who had to be the liar to them? There was struggle within her, accepting her role and responsibility, but not wanting to fulfill it. But the other gods told her she must. Therefore, she did. After a few centuries of this, no matter what you are, if you pretend to be something long enough, you will eventually become it. Shaped by the hatred of the people towards her and those that loved her and adored her and gave her what she wanted. Shaped by the resentment and jealousy she always felt of her sister, who was given everything by her worshippers, who was always allowed to be the shining light at night, the one who shows the path. She even became so jealous that she started targeting her sister's worshippers, those that gave her every gift, every love, and every creed when they could pass through the night without being discovered. Even though Shar was the one having her followers murder the people that were hunting them down, the Moonweaver got all of the respect, all of the recognition. The Moonweaver was always thanked for being perceived as helping them, where it was actually Shar in the background, killing in the name of those that needed the moon, those that needed to hide. That resentment bubbled and bubbled and bubbled. And when she was inevitably approached by the betrayers, she felt it was her divine duty to be this villain that she was told she must be. To become this scheming, manipulative, heinous monster. The same thing that the mortals decided she was. The gods above her decided she was. She became what she is now, due to what the other gods in the pantheon told her she must be. And Shar never understood that. At the end of this section, Shar seems content with her role, accepting of it. But in the beginning, she resented it more than anything. Let me know when you're good.
Yep.
Yup, you're good, or Yup, you'll let me know.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, okay.
Sorry.
You're
I'm
good.
writing everything on paper and pen, so I'm going old school.
You're solid, you're solid. Alrighty. Now, let us go over to the heroic plateaus.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elowin!
Yes.
Are there any heroes you think have information tied to Shar that you can think of something that you could possibly take as proof.
I don't know the names, but wasn't there the people that imprisoned Char?
The heroes that imprisoned Shar?
Mhm.
The gods, they weren't really heroes.
Okay.
Are there
Maybe
any-
they have information.
But they're not the heroes. You're looking for people that have died.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is the mortal area.
Gotcha. Hide. Well, anyone that got killed by Char herself.
Can you think of anyone?
Trying to think of her name. I don't know if Urs actually witnessed Char killing anyone directly by her own hand. Seen gods, yes, but those aren't heroes. Let's do a history check to see if Urs being smart.
Yeah.
I don't
Nope,
know if he was
wrong.
good.
Jesus
Wrong
Christ.
character.
Yeah.
Wrong
yeah,
character.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's 2. That's, yeah.
History. Boop. There we go. God damn it!
You're supposed to be good at this.
I know. I rolled a 5.
Oh.
I guess we don't.
Investigation. God damn it!
Bro, like, this is...
No, sorry about that. My fucking mic keeps going out.
What went out?
My mic keeps going out.
Oh, no, you're perfectly good. I'm pissed off at Elowin's rolls.
Yeah.
This is so criminal.
Maybe a religion check will help.
Religion? Okay, religion actually... Sure. Religion, Elowin.
Better.
30. You finally rolled above a fucking 6.
I know, right?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Sometimes the dice hates me.
Yeah, that's true. So, within the heroic plateaus themselves, there's markers of various different heroes and people within the area. You can see that there are certain ones that have more show-offy showmanship to their natures. You can look into the ice that goes all the way to the top and make out the image of the individual, see the scenes and instances within them.
Mhm.
You notice one in particular. A man adorning armor the color of the sun. The same radiance coming off of it, shedding light through the darkness and slaying assassins, attacking and killing them relentlessly, gleefully, joyfully. Then you see the same bright, brilliant man traveling the realms. This individual seems to be hunting down somebody, pursuing them. And then you notice whom it is. In the background, it's Casimir. This individual is hunting Casimir, and Casimir's none the wiser of it, as he's too enveloped and enthralled with Liara. At least what she used to look like a long while ago. Now, what you notice is this individual seems to be getting prepared to approach Casimir, writing down in books for preparation or in journals for preparation. You can see him going over his lines, what he's going to say. You, Vampire Lord, it is I. Tyler Thontier. I am an agent of the moon and of the sun. I am the one who bears between the two realms, and I come to you with a warning. I come to you with knowledge. He throws that one away. My lord, Vampire Casimir, I approach you, humbly so, with my weapon stowed, in the hopes you will ignore my guise and curse of light to heed my words. He crumbles it up and throws that one away as well. As he's going over these, you get the same general gist of what it is he's trying to express. He serves the moon and he serves the dawn, and he wishes to warn Casimir of the friend that he has, and if she ever pursues the moon, to stop her immediately, to keep her away from it, to tell her the moon has nothing to do. This individual seems to be trying to find a way to converse with Casimir without being attacked and killed. A reasonable thing, in all honesty. You think there's probably a great deal many individuals who do this. But as he's doing it, you also start to notice in the background a shadow, a figure watching. Small individual with gnomish features observing him, bending the light away from themselves so they can still be held within the shadows. And as they're preparing all of this, they come up with the perfect approach. Lord Vampire, Casimir, I come to you not as a threat of any kind. Please ignore my armor. Your friend, I cannot tell you how I know this, but I've been forewarned through visions that if she relates to the moons, she will have a horrible life. One filled with pain and loss. As a servant to those that wish to help people, I must encourage you to keep her away from the moon. For her sake and all of ours. There are forces that would use her, abuse her, manipulate, kill, murder, sacrifice, mutilate, change in any way they see fit. If you allow this to come to fruition, you will be allowing your friend the worst life. And if it is of any importance to you, perhaps forsaking the realms themselves. So, Liara, you said we were going to do these bottomless bags and blow up the moon, right? Right? Yeah. Science. And as he has perfected this, you see him leaving. But the moment he begins to step out, this small gnomish figure steps in front of him, taking him off guard. And the two of them enter into a bout and a battle. They end up fighting, and she chases him down towards the docks. You recognize these docks, Morian. This is one of the locations where there was a lot of warehouse fires recently, if you recall that. She chased him down there, and he was trying to lose track of her. Knowing that her power could remove memory, he did not want to engage with that, and he almost escaped. If it wasn't for the fact that a devastating black hole opened up within this warehouse itself. He tried to fight back as best as he could, but he was getting swallowed up by it. And as that was taking place, this gnomish individual spoke out a few short words. My mistress of darkness declares that you will not stop what she has worked towards. You will be forgotten and consumed into nothing. Your light will be snuffed, your stories and tales will be altered, and you will be forgotten. And do not worry. We will ensure she finds what she needs. We will ensure this comes to fruition. And the last thing the individual did, before he was absorbed into the black hole and nothingness, he got one final message off, sending it to a random person. The actual message cantrip, a random person outside of the building, a homeless man with sad, sunken eyes and disheveled-looking black hair. The message said, "You must stop her." And then he was killed. That is your discovery. You've been looking at some really, really cool memories here. There's this one about this guy named John McClane. Apparently he was like a local guard, right? And there was a bunch of these people who were trying to be terrorists in the area. And he went up against them just by himself with nothing but a crossbow and a short sword. And he kicked their asses and became a legend. This dude's he's a fucking real one.
Dang. This dude's awesome.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He did this really cool trick where he taped it to his back. So when he put his hands up, he could pull out the crossbow and shoot them. It was great. Yeah.
If there's any other stories, I'll
Yes,
try to find more stories about this guy. Or any other
Yes,
people.
Owen.
What was the message that got sent to the homeless man again? So I can write it down.
You must stop her.
Okay.
Now you can roll an insight check on that.
12, so 24. 11.
Okay.
24.
This homeless person was recognized by Tyler. Tyler recognized him. He knew who he was. Which is weird considering Tyler came from Exandria, not Zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
A better description of this homeless person, very raggedy looking clothing, walking stick, fairly young, maybe like 30-ish and human, very dark black hair that mostly covers down to the length of his eyes, but it's not like a bowl cut, it's like just dirty and unkept. Darker complexion. Yeah.
So he's raggedy, 30 years old-ish human, darker black hair up to his eyes, darker complexions.
Yeah. Definitely sunbathed. Someone who doesn't spend a lot of time indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's everything you discover in yours. Now, Iblis, are you ready?
Oh, you're
Yo.
nice.
Okay. As you have been traveling, walking, eventually you have found yourself up towards the scales of this monstrous serpent, each scale bigger than a small village as you look at it, and you begin climbing. Utilizing your skills and expertise in this environment, you climb higher and higher and higher, making your way roughly 200 feet off the surface of the ground before you begin to feel the bend and curvature of it, before you begin to feel sure-footed. Now, you are so small in comparison to this. Excuse me. It would be similar to a single germ on probably a arm, as you are to its scale. As you are traveling up, you notice the clouds that eclipse this area. They're sharp, made as deterrents of anything flying through the area. You have to move in a manner that keeps you outside of them. Move in a way where you can evade and not get engaged with them. Sorry, I need water. I've been talking for a long time.
Fine.
Better. Lord knows, Lord. I know, it's so many. Aren't you guys glad you came here?
Sorry, I just
Anyways.
work here.
That's my line.
I know. Wait for it.
So, as you are cresting over the top, the sharp clouds seem to be moving in a way where they're almost being pulled towards you based off of your movements. But you are evasive. You manage to stay ahead of them, stay out of touch. But you do notice their sharpness is terrifying. It would be similar to putting yourself directly where a guillotine is moving through if you were to move your head through these clouds. And then you begin looking for any signs of structure, any features out here. You see one. Posted up on the back of this great serpent, there is stones around you, ancient in origin. From a time before this universe itself, from in the beyond. As you approach over towards it, you begin to notice that darkness envelops you. There's no more light illuminating. The scales themselves gray out, and even you begin to notice yourself feeling that same grayed nature. I need you to roll me a religion check.
We love 22.
We fucking love 22.
Double crit.
Yeah, that's a double crit.
Let's go. What about triple crit? No, I'm joking. Glacies. You've just moved between this realm and something else. There's always an in-between of various different realms. Sometimes it's the astral sea. Sometimes it's a sea of fire. Sometimes it's that large, endless sea that separates the abyss and the hells. This is another such place, but one that you have not been made privy to. And if this was known by any devils ever, you would know about this. This is a different between that you have not experienced. You feel completely disconnected from magic. There's no tingle or touch of reality. There's no sensation of presence from creatures or even your allies. Until now, you've been able to feel the presence of your allies on this realm. Their natures are powerful enough that you can sense them through the realm itself in your proximity. But now you no longer feel that. You feel separated. And as you're approaching, you see from behind one of these said rocks, a cloaked figure steps out. 3 arrows? Yeah.
7 arrows.
As you unleash them in a torrent at that individual, you see the cloak is pinned directly into the wall. And then you hear from directly behind you. Now, Iblis, that is rude.
Don't sneak up on people, Jonas.
I thought
Didn't
I
mean
was
to teach you
walking
that.
out. Okay. Well, you're the one who finally came here.
I'm here.
Finally.
That's my understanding is this place shows when people became evil or changed alignment. I need to find Liara. If she's even here. Shar. Lawbearer. Or that's one that joined her, right? Lawbearer?
Correct. Arathis, a
Arthas.
lawbearer.
Arathis, yeah.
Yes.
Arathis. That's...
Firstly, this place was designed so that if something were to leave, something would have to replace it. A defense mechanism from me. Not this, of course. The real me. Tell me just a few short things, Iblis. Oh, and do not fret, for the passage of time for you here is nothing compared to them out there. You look backwards out there and you see it's almost as if the clouds just stopped and are holding firm. Tell me, which time is this? Is this the one where destruction is had of all and you're trying to stop it?
No. This is the one where I tried to get as many of the gods killed as possible, including Lyra and Timora. All of them to reach up to Lu regime for... Why am I blanking on this lady's name? For Lilith. And then after Lilith eventually fails, which she probably will, I take that opportunity to shoot Lilith in the back of the head. And then try to cause more chaos in the house. Just break the system entirely.
So, we're in the time of the betrayers. Interesting. He walks past you. The only time you've ever seen Jonas physically touching the ground with feet without being in the disguise of some other creature or mortal. He approaches over to where the arrows are, and as he touches the cloak, you see each of those 7 arrows disintegrate into nothing before he puts it onto his back. You are seeking very dangerous information, but I am not an individual to stop someone from getting it. Approach towards me.
She'll walk towards him.
As you approach, you realize there is a sheer drop, a ledge, just a few inches past his feet. Looking down, there are these flying creatures that resemble demons, but all of them have blue arcs of temporal magic within them. You see them flying around this vast chasm as there are these dark red-colored rubies affixed to the walls, descending down all through it. You see, in this area, all of the fallen actions are preserved. They are kept and planted. My responsibility. The other me brings them and tells me how deep they need to be buried. Now, when I originally came to be here, we had an understanding that I simply serve the purpose of caretaker to all of this. But he came back not long ago. By your estimates, within years. And he told me this information must be stopped, protected, maintained from you and anyone else. Importantly, though, you, the great huntress, slayer of gods, devil without alignment. Unfortunate for him, I remember why our neutrality was so important. However, I cannot fetch this information for you. No. You will have to climb down that chasm yourself and get it. But I'll warn you, if you attempt to climb by yourself, those creatures will converge and attack and rip you apart, taking whatever they can from you, until you are nothing left. Unless you give them something. Something with age. Something with soul. Something to distract them. I shouldn't be giving you this warning at all, Iblis. Do you know why I do?
Because you're sick of this system as much as I am.
No. That would mean that I want something, which I do not. I do this because mortals deserve to make their mistakes and their heroics. The entire point of Tundris is so that they can be remembered, and so that certain information can stay hidden, safeguarded. But for those of them powerful enough to take it, dumb enough to try, those are the ones heroic enough to make a change and difference. And that is far more entertaining than listening to some rambling idiots' own wants and dreams. Wouldn't you agree?
I have to agree with you there. She's gonna start opening her bag.
He'll just stand closely observing you. This Jonas is a version of him that is far more ancient. Just watching. Calmer. Not distracted by anything else, and you, the only source of entertainment he has right now.
You really do see every future, and I just told you the correct timeline. What am I about to pull out?
See, that I will not tell you. But what you're about to pull out will be very helpful in your immediate goals.
It's kind of a cop-out answer. I wanted to make a bet. She's gonna pull out the candy cane whip. The Klaus.
Mm-hmm. The Klaus.
I never use it, but like it
It's so
had
good.
it had a restrain factor. So like if I fucking hit people with it, they were restrained. But, yeah, guess I'll take that out. I don't really have a lot, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe it. And of course, what you offer doesn't need to be physical. Just needs to be a thing.
I don't really need too much. I don't really want to lose any of myself here. Yeah, I guess I'll give up the candy cane whip, and I mean, I don't really keep a lot of like unnecessary items. Like this isn't like Liara where I'm just grabbing animals and throwing them in the bag. Let's see. I bring out the old version of Bugs that what's his face bought. Goose, but I'm trying to remember the character's name that bought them for me. It was shit, what was his name? It was like it was his
K.
It was his Dragonborn.
K.
Can't
Karoth?
No. But yeah, I'll pull out those bugs.
Canaroth.
No, that's not the right one. Kuma. Yeah.
I was close.
Pull out the bugs Kuma bought. Let's see. Oh. This is a throwback, I guess. The very fluffy pillow she took from not Nathan, from Holland March's house. I don't think I ever used that. That's just sitting in here. Yeah, I'll take out those 3 items.
Survival check, please.
Survival. 35. Twice.
Well, that's not a fucking 22. No, I'm joking. So, you know if you cast one of them in there and start climbing, it should attract them towards it. The problem is none of these 3 objects have as much substance to them as you do by any stretch. However, if you tie the other 2 objects right on the edge, when the first object is consumed, if you can fire and accurately hit the rope on one of them and drop it, it should attract them to go after that instead of you, or at least enough of them that they're not all attacking you. And then if you can do it a third time, past that, you're going to be by yourself crawling out of this, but it should give you 30 seconds. If you time it all perfectly, that is.
I'm gonna look at Jonas. Does magic work at all here?
Things possess it, but we are outside of time, so it doesn't flow here.
No.
So
flying
no.
down. Yes.
No, magic does not work here.
Okay. Old-fashioned way. Yeah, I guess we'll set up a little. We'll tie them all up on a rope and put a knot between each one, and then just have to shoot the rope to break it.
Alrighty. Now, as you begin climbing down, I need an athletics check from you.
Can I do acrobatics?
Sure. Now, beginning to climb down, you find a good solid path, and you are going to be using your momentum of drop, fall, drop, grab, fall in order to try to traverse downwards as best as you can. I will warn you, climbing up is purely athletics. Obviously. As you discover this, you begin to see them converging on your location, beginning to rage and attack towards you as the first of your items is thrown off into the side. You hear Jonas call down to you in a hurried voice. Now be careful, don't you? I want to make sure that you'll make it down deep enough that you can no longer see me, but still hear my voice, giving you a hint as to where it is that it resides and lays. Jonas helping you. You continue jumping and leaping until eventually you no longer see him, which helps you quite a bit. Now be careful, there should be about 3 of them down there, and ooh, it looks like they're coming to attack. I wonder what you'll do. As soon as he says that, give me an attack roll. The to hit at this point is going to be 22. That hits. Now, as you manage to shoot the one, a handful of these creatures slip on by you, and some of them even slam their talons against you as they continue pushing off. I need you to give me a con save.
You got a 4, nat 1.
Oh, you're going to have to roll me a strength saving throw as you fall, and you need to grab onto something to hold yourself up. Oh, thank God. As you fall down, descending a good 20-30 feet, you grab onto the ledge and use your hands to tightly grab onto it and rake down even further, bloodying your palms and up to your nails, but then climbing back to that same distance you were at before. I need you to go ahead and roll me an investigation roll.
10.
10 is solid. So, you see the 3 that he was mentioning before. There are 3 of these rubies nearby, and you can still hear his voice, but you can't see him whatsoever. So when he calls out next to you, his instructions are strange. Be sure to find the one that is associated directly with... Sorry. The silver light. The silver light. As you are looking for, trying to find it, you notice one of them. It appears to be a figure you recognize. It's the figure Luna, leaning over top of a small altar with a child on it crying hysterically. That is not the one you were looking for, but good to know that this information is here. However, now the creatures have already consumed that second item, and they are now turning around to come at you again. I need you to go ahead and give me another attack roll. This time, the AC of it is going to be 25. You hit it. As they are beginning to swing around, you manage to shoot and stop them from pursuing you any further, managing to stave off any more of their assaults or attacks. You skip over the one trying to find what you are looking for. I need you to give me another investigation roll.
Ooh, 15.
We like 15. That's actually much better. You come across one of these crystals, these rubies, with the same energy emanating off of it as the other one, but now you can see a silver light piercing through it. You see inside of it Shar. She's crouched, holding her knees, encapsulated by something and earth all around her. She's not weak, she's just merely contained in this chamber. Now, the creatures have finished consuming your previous item. You now need to take this one with you. Do you have stone cutters, jewel crafters?
Got thieves' tools.
Fuck it, I'll make the DC slightly higher, 25. But thieves' tools can help you here. You just need to get the ruby and keep it yourself.
What attribute?
This is going to be strength.
15 if I didn't have advantage.
Are you proficient in athletics?
Yeah.
Well, then you would have advantage.
Okay, so yeah, 26.
Alrighty. Now, you manage to grip onto it as tightly as you can and rip it off, taking out your tools in order to just weaken it enough on the sides, and then you begin climbing back up. This is where I need athletics from you. The creatures are descending, and after this first check, they will be reaching you.
Can I, like, have had an arrow prepared with a rope on it and, like, is it, like, kind of like a, I don't want to say an anchor, but, like a little grapple on it so it can catch onto something, so, like, I can use the rope to help climb up?
I think you would have been smart enough to prepare that if you already had a climbing kit with you.
Okay. Can I make a shot to see if I can shoot up there and it will get there? Like, it will get stuck? Or if it just falls
it's
back
way too smooth for that, but yeah.
Oh, then I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, I'll do,
Well, I was thinking you meant, like, as you were going down, so, like, you're only gonna fall so far. You're not gonna...
Oh,
too
no,
much.
no, I meant, like, to try to climb up. Like, I have to shoot it and get it stuck on something before I start using it.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's see. 16, that's no bueno.
Alrighty. You're climbing up as best as you can, but sadly, the creatures are beginning to descend upon you and attack. You need to give me a con save.
That's too sure. 5.
Oof. That's, not the best either. As you are pulling yourself up as best as you can, pushing and pulling and pulling, you begin to feel them crash down upon you, and each of their talons, as they rip into you and start to pull away, you feel this essence. They are testing whom you are, what you are, and they are trying their damnedest to consume you. And they're getting a very, very good hang of this. As they do so, you begin to feel your essence being pulled and ripped away as well. You have to give me another athletics check as you are dealing with all of this.
11, not 1.
Oh, that's not great. But you persevere as best as you can. You push back and keep climbing higher and higher, trying to not let these creatures take you over, trying to not allow them to consume you. As you do, I need that next con save.
$21.
You can feel now that there's no physical purchase from their talons at all. What they are is manipulators of memory, pulling and untethering what you are. And so long as you can identify the portions, the scars, the memories that they're pushing into you, you are able to stave off and fight against it. When they attack you at your back, you can feel the beginnings of when you were first a devil, when you could first be betrayed by your own kind, those that were trying to get a leg up, and they would physically stab you in the back. You recall it staving off that memory and pushing and persevering. You have one of them reach onto your neck and begin biting as you can recall your first engagement with vampires, them latching onto your back and sinking their teeth into your neck in order to try to kill you, and your recollection of that staves off the attack on your memory and your psyche yet again as you keep pushing and pushing. You need another athletics check in here. 20. As you are pulling yourself up, you feel the weight of all of these memory stalkers ripping into you, tasting and testing each of them as best as they can, trying to deprive you of what you are, your essence itself, not just the creature, but the memories of what you are. They wish to consume it and take it from you. You manage to get your hand over the ledge and begin to hoist yourself up, but there's one last one that swoops in and begins to attack you at the place that you have the most memories. Your bugs. Go ahead and roll me a con save.
Not 20.
As you look down in horror, impossible for you to remember all of the times that you have had a good, bad, or decent memory with your bugs. You are horrified as the strength in your arm is beginning to dwindle. And then you feel a hand grip onto yours and pull you up to the surface quickly, dragging you as you can see the maul of that memory stalker snap right where your foot was just a moment ago. You look over, and Jonas pulled you up here to your feet, smiling. Now what do you say, Iblis?
Thank you.
You are welcome. Oh. You weren't tempted by the other memory you saw first.
I've already dealt with Luna enough. I know her story.
That is what everyone presumes. Well, it would appear that you have what you came for. May I ask for a favor? I did not save you out of kindness or anything trivial.
Depends what's a favor.
I want you to send someone insatiably curious here.
see what I can do.
Thank you, Iblis.
I'm gonna do ascending because I can't yet because
Nope.
I haven't. Gotta get out of here.
I will forewarn you because that was 1 con fail, 2 con fails. Okay, so that is 120 psychic damage that you took
Okay.
in total. So, it was close. Another 60, you would have been fine, but not great. So, as you are walking away, you notice the gray leaves the area and you step out into a wider expanse. You are elsewhere on the snake, as if everything moved around where you were, rotated while you were in there. Only slightly, but it is strange how time stopped in there and was out here perfectly normal. As you look down, go on.
I was gonna say, since that magic's back, I'm gonna use the sending ability from if I hurt people to Elowen and Casimir and say, I got what I needed. Do you guys have your stuff?
What else?
Elowen, did you say something? You were a little quiet there.
I said sort of.
Okay.
Is she hot, Cass?
She has shot enough random fucking arrows at people, I believe so.
I
And if not,
thought-
she's hurt you emotionally.
I thought it was the what was it? The fake arena duel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Potentially. I think we
Okay.
might have something. I don't know what Vindia's got just yet, but we're searching. You should come meet us at the gate of the wards. You might be able to get answers here to something. I think it would be good to do that while we're here.
Okay, I'll start heading over there. And while I'm heading over there, I'm gonna message Nobu Jr. and tell him that I found a place where you get all the secrets of the universe.
Oh, you fucking...
Oh no! Why would you do that?
That
No.
is his godmother.
Jesus.
Okay. Wow, really? You're gonna have to tell me all about it.
I don't have to tell you. You can come see it.
Oh, yay! I'm so excited. It's not gonna kill me, right?
If you're not careful.
Okay. That's So, are you going to communicate to Elowen and what Kaz communicated to you? Because Kaz does not have sending. Bless you.
I'll just tell Owen I'm heading towards Kaz and Vindir. We'll meet up with you guys after.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, with that sending spell, can I reply back?
It's a
I've never
hurry.
shot you.
I'll be like,
I've never hurt her.
Yeah, so you can't talk to her in her head because she's never hurt you before.
Actually, I have hurt her. I had to train him.
Oh, yeah, never mind. You're good.
yeah, I'll be like, have you heard the story about John McClane?
What?
Really cool dude. Pretty awesome too. You should hear his story.
I'm going to disconnect from the sending.
Is it the time they saved Christmas or not?
Yeah. Yes, the time he saved Christmas.
Yeah, thanks for them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is-
so nighttime, boop, 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 you meet with her outside of the no-no zone of the Eldritch Horror that murders everybody.
I was going to ask if we had time, like me and Vinder, to get the third one, or did we only have time to get the two?
You only had 2 hours, and it took you each an hour to get yours.
So, does that mean we had time now because we split?
Well, no, you each... Oh, wait. Actually, yeah.
So
Go
to
ahead.
get the
Investigation on the third one. Yeah, I forgot. It's
Bowman.
you guys actually split again. I apologize. I
Yes.
forgot that part.
Vinder, do you want to help me?
I would love to help you, but I'm not proficient in investigation.
Gotcha. I did the recap. I'll use recap advantage.
All right, let me get back to those notes.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end, so might as well.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
24 sucks. It's not even 22.
Am I right?
Wait, now it's 33.
That is 11 better than 22 if you want to get technical.
It's 1.5 22s.
50% better. There's somebody trying to bring 33 into the universe, by the way, just so you're aware. After this story arc, Casimir might have a crusade to hunt down all the 33 believers.
But it's still better.
No, it's actually worse. But anyways, as you return back over, it was the full moon was the one that you guys did not traverse before. Correct?
Yes, because we did the eclipse and we did crescent.
Okay. Stepping inside, you look around and the full moon is filled with memories of hope, of dignification, of individuals praying, loving, and adoring their nighttime rituals. You see within it, there's a legion of individuals practicing a sword technique that calls upon the moon and manipulates the magic around them. These individuals seem to be dancing but crafting spells of a similar caliber to even Elowin. Despite your opinions of her, you do not know a spell caster of higher ability than her. As you see this, you also recognize the sword performing that they are doing is indicative of what Nobu Jr. does when he casts spells. An entire order of protectors brought about in order to protect the moon and safeguard it. All of their techniques, all of their spellcraft, the secrets to the blade song before you. Huh. This is supposed to be nearly extinct knowledge of magic. And yet these were the protectors of Sahani and the moon? Their order responsible for hunting down Shar? And then you notice something before you begin to hear the doors shutting, about to seal you inside. You notice that there's an individual in the background instructing an army to go after them. But unfortunately, that's everything you have, because then you gotta skedoodle on out of there.
I told them to wait outside. I didn't. They should know about the Guardian. I did mention it, but I think they'll remember?
No.
You think they'll identify the correct place to stop?
No.
They might be in trouble. Also, did we just learn all of the secrets of the Blade Singers?
You didn't memorize all of it, but you now see the secrets of them, the various rituals that they did. You're not smart enough to have memorized that in an hour.
This is to India. It's like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, I know. It's no good to know. Good to know. But then to India, it's like, isn't that going to be useful? Weren't we looking for those? Should we try to
Yeah.
remember that?
I don't even use a sword. How am I supposed to remember that?
I don't know. Pick up a sword. What's wrong with a sword?
I like a mace.
Learn a sword. That could be useful.
You know,
I
people
have
usually
dozens of swords.
yeah, but I'm kind of like going away from trying to at least. It has been difficult. I'm trying to go away from using brute force. I have you and to handle that, and the devil demon that you despise is quite good with her arrows.
I was going to say, I don't know. I don't think I've been doing much of the brute force recently, but I do appreciate that I was still mentioned in it. I've been trying to be cautious during this whole thing.
We have to be cautious with everything now. Every step
Tell
we
me
take
about it.
matters.
Yeah, otherwise Shar gets released.
Isn't Shard kind of already released?
That was the
Well.
point.
Oh, yeah. Joey, is there? I know I couldn't memorize what they were doing, but did there seem to be anything that Vendir could possibly gain an advantage on Shar with? Like, I don't know how to really describe what I'm trying to ask. Like, does it seem like they're using a certain like magic school or a certain damage type that seemed to do a lot more, that was more effective against her worshippers and her constructs?
It seemed that the school itself is the school of the Blade Song. That is what it is. But what it seemed to be was them using magically attuned blades that were attuned with the moonlight itself to manipulate the weave of magic and bend it to their will. Their abilities seem to be very potent at disabling magic, firstly, and then also stealing the magic being thrown at them, manipulating it into something else, and either dispersing it out, or in key situations, retaliating with it back at them. It's a remarkable thing to see them capable of doing, but apparently Blade Singers can manipulate the weave with just a fucking sword. So long as it's the proper sword, of course.
And my spell sight, could it see anything funky during that, or was my sight just like Kaz's because it was a vision memory type thing?
Because it was a memory type thing, it's just you saw what it was, but you saw like the weave go through, and as they moved their sword, it moved. They physically manipulated the weave. They made it bigger, they made it smaller, they interacted with it as a part of their spell crafting. Whereas most mages pull forth magic from within the weave to do it, they manipulate the weave to do it. It's a whole different caliber of magehood. And you recognize Nobu Jr. does this shit.
We're gonna need our ignorant friend.
Which one?
You're going to pick her up right now. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that's where we were going.
no, we need Nobu Jr.
What for the
He-
stuff?
He knows how to do this.
Did we send him back to Zodiac?
I don't even remember where we left him.
Ayun,
Yeah, did we send him back to Zodiac? I just remembered about him now. We sort of left with Torog.
He's still on Exandria. Or he's
Might be.
with, what's his face? Desmond.
He's probably still with Desmond. If Desmond hasn't kicked him to the curb. So he's on Alexandria still.
Okay, that could be a problem. What do we need him for?
He knows how to manipulate the weave, and that was effective against Char's forces, which means it might be very effective against her.
Sure, we can send him to die, I guess. I'm absolutely fine with that.
Well, if she doesn't get defeated, he's dead anyways.
Look, he can be the hero here. I believe in him. Not really, but look, if he wants a job, he can take it.
Since
This
he
whole
was-
saving the universe thing is starting to wear on my nerves.
Yeah. Since he got trained, since Glacy's did a lot of training, or Iblis, or whatever the fuck name she's going by today, if she trained Nobu Jr., maybe she knows about this too.
Do you think she's competent in anything?
She's confident enough to put arrows into people.
He doesn't use arrows.
I know, that's why I'm confused too. I don't know where he would learn this from. He doesn't seem like he's smart enough to do it by himself. Someone had to teach him.
So, everyone, you are meeting up at the border. Right... Oh, where's the here symbol? Right there. Hi, everyone. You're back together. Yay!
Our time apart was short, but it felt so long.
Did we all find something of use?
Yeah, we need to go.
I need to find this John McClane dude.
Who is that?
A real fucking
Hey.
hero.
The universe is being threatened the most it's probably ever been in a very long time, and you want to find John Mullane?
McClane,
Who is this individual?
you could help us beat Char.
Was he at the heroic plateau?
Yes.
Doesn't that mean his story is basically over?
He's
No.
probably... They only show up there when they're dead.
Iblis, you may roll me a history check to see if you recognize the name John McClane.
Be careful
It's
what you
actually
put
Bridge
in your
Burner.
Joey.
Oh wow, that's really good for me. That's 20.
He was never a bridge burner. However, he was the most desirably actively pursued individual to join the bridge burners other than Jacques. Because of his deeds of heroism and his dedication to the world itself and to his people and that which he protected, he was one of the few mortals that you met in your life, Iblis, that you would not forsake to go to the hells. He served well, he protected greatly, and he is a mortal that deserved heaven.
Well, good news are he's in the heavens, so we can go pick him up.
Good. Oh,
I hate to say this, but which part of the heavens? Because some of it is no longer in existence.
Believe it or not, he was a big fan of the Law Bearer.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't here anymore.
When we
Souls-
see the law bearer, or you might want to drop his name.
I will go into Discord just to remind myself.
John McClane, legendary hero.
Just talk about how hard his death hit you.
Everybody has like evidence against Shar, and he's like, "Yeah, John McClane really did not deserve to go like that."
Listen, he rolled a 12. I'm giving him something, you know? Like, he discovered what would be fascinated by. A real
I called
fucking
John
hero.
I called John McClane to the stand. What would you do in this situation?
So yes, you guys have all of your details. You have your knowledge, and you were able to take all three. But in order to leave this plane with them, you will have to transfer them out. Are you putting them all in the mirror?
Yeah, I think they all go in the mirror, right?
Yeah. That's the only way we can get him out without having to do
Sorry.
a side quest.
We found some details about Shaw's beginning and her entrapment. We might have some proof there that she has direct links with Exium.
There's also a chance we could talk her down too.
Maybe. Hopefully this is enough proof, but I don't know. While we are here, in one of these tombs, there is a room that will give you answers to a single question that you may ask. I think you should all go through it. You can ask any question that you wish, but might be able to prepare something to ask altogether. It's not that would be like the universe itself is giving these answers, from my understanding. So we could get something that's directly useful to us in the steps ahead. And this is, for what it is worth, one of the things we also learned is we cannot. Killing Shar will only make things worse. So we need to come up with another plan. So while I know that is your solution to near everything,
It's under
we might
despair.
need to consider something else.
It's a never-ending city that only grows based on the person's desire to get out of it. It is a cage.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
What is the city?
It's under despair. It's this. It's the second layer of the house. It's an infinite cage.
What the hell is even able to contain her?
I can shoot her and send her there. That's what I can do. And yes, it will kill her temporarily, but it will send her there. And I don't care how powerful she is. I don't think she's getting out of there.
You want to put her that close to Exium?
Does anyone have a better plan?
Partly why I hope we can use our questions. That's why I want answers. I have some other solutions. These are the exact kind of things that we can ask aloud and see if we can perhaps come up with something that even we don't know of. The time is short, we should go. And very we can make the travel right now. Beware the creature here, but Vindir seems to be able to keep it at bay.
I think it has a crush on Kaz. It keeps on acting like him.
I killed it before, so we could say mutual respect.
If that makes you feel better.
That's what I'm going with.
All right. So, I think give you guys prep time to consider the questions that will be answered next session. And then we got the information we need. We can move on. But that'll be the end of today. GG's, everybody.